Hello there! Are you sick and tired of your pogo stick always facing the same direction? Well, I've got just the trick for you. Today I'm going to show you how to do the 180 bar spin. Most underleg tricks have some sort of a bar spin in it, so it's a good idea to get this 180 bar spin really dialed in. When you're first learning the bar spin, I recommend you learn the X up first. This will get your feet used to the pogo stick moving out from under them, landing in a different position, and you can work on your hands later. Now the X up does use a little bit different hand position. You're gonna go with an underhand grip. So take one of your hands, place it underneath, that way you can spin it. Your arms will cross, hence the name X up. Now you're going to want to know which way you want to spin the pogo stick. This is just preference, works the same both ways, and you should learn switch. But a neat little trick is to interlock all your fingers. If your left thumb's on top, you're probably going to want to spin right to left. That's what I do. Just get used to passing it really quick a couple times. You should keep the pegs perpendicular to feet before and after the spin. That way the pegs are in the same position when you go to put your feet on. All right, now that you're really comfortable with the X-up movement on the ground, it's time to take it to the air. Now the cool thing about Vurtegos is that they are round. So when you take your feet off, you don't actually have to kick them out to the side for them to clear the stick. Your first couple goes, you can just raise them up, have it so you can spin the pegs freely, put your feet back on. Now it's very, very crucial that anytime you're spinning the pogo stick underneath your feet, you spot the pegs. All right, now that you're comfortable landing X-ups, you can start to take your feet up a little more, to add a little bit of style. You X up back. Alternatively, you can do it without going underhand, overhand grip. This allows you to do 360 X-ups. Dave Armstrong does these, they're really cool looking. You can do a lot with X-up, you can go X-up to tilt, X-up to other tilt, and it's a really great way to learn the next trick, the 180 bar spin. From the handlebars down, the 180 bar spin is the exact same motion, but it does incorporate one of the fundamental skills you're going to want to learn in pogoing, which is the pass. If you ever see me standing around, I'm almost always doing 360 back. This is just kind of out of habit, but doing this a million bajillion times, it's made my 360 bar spins really, really clean. First, you're gonna start out not really throwing it too much. You're going to just do a handoff. So what I like to think of is I bring it halfway, kind of slap my hands together like I'm clapping, gets in my other hand, I finish it off. Once you do this 100,000 times or so, you can start to throw it. Eventually, it's just a flick. You're just throwing it to the other hand, catching it. Once you're ready to take it to the air, the progression is the same as the X-up. You want to start with your feet not leaving the pogo stick too far. Stay in your comfort zone. Keep your the inside of your shoes on the tube. This will allow you to be a little more confident. You can work on taking your feet off further and further as you move along. I recommend learning 180s and 180 switch just because you can toss it and toss it back. A lot of tricks depending on which leg it's going under. It's going to be a strong side pass or a weak side pass. So it's better when you're learning to just eliminate it, be strong on both sides. There are a few common mistakes I see when I'm teaching the 180 bar spin. The first thing is not having a solid pass. This can be fixed by simply just repetition. I actually do sit on my couch and just do passes back and forth when I want to get a little more comfortable. You can take it back to the ground and start back small and work your way up. The second thing I see is not committing. It can be a little scary doing a whole 180-degree bar spin under your feet. So don't get too scared. Take it easy, start small, work your way up, landing it solid every step of the way. Another common mistake, a lot of tricks where you take your feet off, is the pogo stick floating away. Now this can be remedied two ways. First thing and the best way to do it is just to keep the pogo stick closer to you throughout the whole trick. But if you're going over a gap or if you're doing it in the street and it floats away, jump into it a little harder. It's gonna push the pegs back under your feet a little better. You gotta spot a lot more carefully, but that might get the pegs underneath your feet a little bit easier. Well, there you have it, guys. Those are my tips on how to learn the X-up and the 180 bar spin. I hoped that these tips help you change that Vurtego V from facing you to facing away from you. Make sure to subscribe to this channel for more awesome Vurtego tutorial pogo videos. Drop us a comment below on what you'd like to see next. Make sure you smash that thumbs up as well. That helps us out. Till next time, stay safe out there. Happy spinning. Have a good day.